Well, I've been away from Thailand for about a year and a half, or probably about almost 2 years now, and I've come here because I sold one of my condos in Pattaya. So the one I've actually owned for about 13 years, and it's been rented out consistently for 13 years. I think I've only missed about 2 months of rental, and that was during the COVID when the tenant just had to emergency rush back home. But other than that, been a consistent renting, and the current tenant, he just made an offer. He wanted to buy it, and I thought, well, time to move on, sell the property. I made a bit of money out of it, so I was quite happy, and I'll put that the money in use somewhere else. Maybe buy some Tesla shares or something like that. Bitcoin, although that's going pretty quick now. But here I am in Thailand, and I've decided to take 3 weeks off and enjoy my time here. So I've done the business in Pattaya, now I've come up to Chiang Mai. The first thing I had to do was actually renew my motorbike and car licenses. It expired about 4 months ago. A bit of a process. I had to get a medical, which is about 200 baht, $10, and then watch a video for about an hour. Other than that, it was pretty straightforward. I only get it for 2 years because I'm on a tourist visa on arrival, which gives me 30 days. If I had a long-term visa, they would give me 5 years. So 2 years time I have to renew it, but that's okay. So anyway, I hired a motorbike, and I'm going from Chiang Mai up to Chiang Rai, and you wouldn't believe it, it's absolutely cold. I've got my riding jacket on here and a t-shirt underneath, and the wind was very cold, and I pulled into the coffee shop there, and my fingers were just frozen, very frozen. Anyway, I think this place is called the Spoons, and it's one of my favorite ones, and you can see the rice plantation here. Workers over there, they're planted all by hand. It's not by machinery or anything like that, so it's quite amazing actually. You might be able to see the workers over there. Yep, planting over there. So I'm just going up to Chiang Rai just for a ride, just to get out of the city, and then probably go a bit of a detour around. I've done this ride many times before, quite enjoyed actually. So I have a condo in Chiang Mai, and that's my permanent base. Wife and kid is back in Perth at the moment. So I've taken this opportunity to have a big declutter, shall we say. And I think I've had about 7 rubbish bags of junk that I'm throwing out. It's amazing. You're away from it and you kind of think, is there anything I really missed? You know, any material or any items that are really, and there's really not much actually. You know, the things that you don't want to throw away is your riding gear, your jacket and your boots and helmet and all that. And a few pots and pans and plates and Tupperware, not even the Tupperwares actually, because all the Tupperware we have is, you can see it deteriorating, discoloring, you know, just over time where it's just been sitting there. So a lot of that I'll put into boxes. I didn't throw a lot of it out. I put it into a big box, and I'll take it downstairs to the condo manager, and I'll write free on it, so people in the condo building can help themselves. So I'll just go back to my coffee. I think it's probably getting a bit cold now. Now that I've defrosted a bit, standing in the sun, now I'll just go and sit down comfortable. And I'll tell you about my little story. How I was actually retired at one stage, then had to rush back to Australia to earn some money, and what my goals are. I haven't really shared much of my story online on YouTube about the position I'm in, and it kind of goes back. I actually stopped working for about 7-8 years. Actually, I actually classed myself as retired. I had all my money and had passive income coming in to support myself. I had a couple of properties in Thailand, was producing an income that covered about half of my expenses here, and then I had stuff in the shares, dividends and all that coming in. So I actually stopped working. Before that I was actually working in Papua New Guinea, Armenia and the Philippines. So I did about 10 years expat work. So then I decided to retire in Thailand. So I had all the money and all that, so I was quite happy. But then I made probably a risky move in hindsight. I thought it was pretty safe. I did a lot of research and I put a lot of my money into Celsius. So I thought I invested money into Bitcoin and things like that, and then I didn't know how to store it. I didn't want to leave it on the exchange, so I heard about this company Celsius, and from all the reviews I was reading and listening to smart people, they were saying it's pretty safe and secure and all that, and they have a good future. So I put it in there. But not long after that, they kind of went into receivership or bankruptcy. So, and that's been playing out for the last 2 years, 3 years or something. And it's only just coming to an end now. And basically, I'm getting back about 20% of what I put in there. So, huge loss for me. So, but when that was all happening, I could see straight away that this wasn't going good for me. So rather than having a tantrum and getting sulky and upset, I decided to pack my bags and head back to Australia and get a job while I still can. So fortunately, I walked into a job pretty quickly, so because there's quite a demand for workers over there. So, and that's where I've been for the last year and a half, been working. So the money's pretty good, saving and reinvesting and looking at getting bigger and stronger in the sense of financial. So learn from my mistakes, and so that's good. How do I feel about it? I was a bit pissed off and a little bit depressed and all that, but I soon got over it, and I don't live in too much in regrets of what I made a mistake, but it's what is done is done, and I lost quite a lot, really, a lot. But I'm rebuilding and learning new skills and learning how to invest smarter, look at risk management a lot, and understand what you invest is you put less into the risk and the higher risk curve. The more risky it is, less to your overall portfolio. Like I only play with about 5 or 10% in the higher risk area, but have safe stuff like Bitcoin and Tesla, and they're the kind of things I'm investing in at the moment. And although Tesla's not doing good at the moment, but I know it's going to be like a rocket ship eventually. It's just a matter of when. So I don't want to sell out, because I know the next day it would probably go skyrocketing up. So my plan, I'll probably work for another year and a half, 2 on the outside. I have certain goals I want to meet before I actually decide to call it quits and head overseas again. One of them, I can give you a couple of examples, is that I have a number that I want to get over of how much I have in my investment portfolio, and another box to tick is my wife wants to get a residency visa for Australia, so she should be able to get that within about 12 months from now. So once she's done that, that gives me another tick box for me to go over. There's a few others. I'm still thinking about finalising the tick boxes, because it seems to be a moving target at the moment, but the main one is financial, visa. Our son, he's 4 years old, so really he needs to finish a full year, maybe a year and a half of education in Australia, so his English will become more prominent. My wife's Korean, so she speaks on a daily basis the Korean language. So he speaks, I don't know if he speaks, yeah, he speaks a little bit of Korean, mostly English, but he definitely understands Korean, no problems at all. Because my wife talks away in Korean and he understands 100%. So I reckon he understands more Korean than English. So I hope that will change very quickly when he goes to school, because he's attending school at the moment, doing 2 days, then 3 days, 2 days, then 3 days for each week cycle. So that carries on for the next year or so. And he actually enjoys it, which is good. So anyway, I've got to hit the road soon. I've kind of defrosted, and I hope you enjoyed the views where I'm actually having coffee. So, and this is it.